Okay, so I skipped this fight a bit to increase our time. We'll level up now. I still wanted to show that to you because I did just a little bit of grinding. I think 2 fights only, and I also realized that I had the actually have more money because I can sell some of these weapons. So we're gonna have fun buying things together. I won't be doing that alone. All this nice stuff. Yeah, it's probably it then. Good. So we have enough money for 2 more spells. So the 2 cleric spells. Yeah, might as well just get the last priest one, which is mute. Okay, I think will is more important, so we're going to get the cleric spells. Yeah, it's good to have will against Astos. So now we've run out of money. We might have enough money to get one more spell before heading off to Astos. Why don't I have... Oh, I just leveled up. Yeah, also got to go to the inn. There we go. Well, let's see if we can beat the Pisco Demons. I want to check out my stats because now the Paladin is hitting 14 and 22. If I were to oh, I still don't have the Iron Hammer. That's a bummer. So normally it would be 16 and 30. If I get the Iron Hammer for him, he'll hit twice. Well, I don't have the money, so I guess I won't be able to do that. Yeah, 14 and 22. Okay. Let's see how everything goes. The Pisco Demons, they hit you. You can be muted, which can be a problem. Actually, no, I think I'm going to do something else. I'm going to, instead of trying to get the crown now, I'll get some chests in Astos' castle, and that'll give me some money. Then I can get an iron hammer, which will help our DPS. Now, can a paladin kill wolf in 1 turn? I don't think so, but no. Well, the priest is doing good damage, relatively. It's kind of funny. This team is so bad that the priest is doing good damage. Okay, so do we want to fight these? Yeah, we do, but we will buff up. In a previous video, I mentioned Puzzle Strike. I feel like talking about that game. I'm a bit of a Puzzle Strike evangelist in the sense that I I think the game is totally underrated. It has a good track record with my friends. My girlfriend even loves it, even though it's a pretty technical game. I mean, uh, my girlfriend's not into very technical games mostly, but Puzzle Strike is so much fun, it's worth learning the rules. And if you were asking me, hey, Robert, want to play a card game? Or want to play any game on a table against each other? What would you like to do? And my first choice would be with that Puzzle Strike. Uh, I might prefer playing Street Fighter if there were an option, but other than that, yeah. I mean, even Clash Royale. I love Clash Royale, but it's not as good as Street Fighter. uh, it's just that it's so convenient. You can play online if we could get a match. Now, so what is so great about Puzzle Strike? Well, it's like Dominion, but better in 3 fundamental ways. I mean, Dominion is kind of okay as a solo kind of thing. If you've ever played Dominion, uh, you probably know what I mean. The fun about Dominion and the whole genre of deck building games is that you start out with like 10 cards, and usually about 6 of them are money, and then you have 3 or 4 cards that kind of do something, but maybe not. That's how most of these games in the genre do. And basically, the idea is your deck kind of sucks, but that's okay. Like I said, most of your deck is money at the start, and with money, every turn you can buy new cards. So these cards you buy, they enter your deck, and when your deck runs out of cards, that's okay. You just shuffle all your cards, and start drawing them again. So the cards you buy, you draw them, and the cards you buy are usually either cards that give you even more money, or cards that do fantastic things. One of the most interesting choices in these kinds of games is that do you invest in more money so you can get the very powerful cards, or do you immediately purchase cards that do things to put pressure on your opponent? And that's a very interesting question. Oh, goody. It's kind of funny. Usually I'm not happy seeing these kinds of groups, but with this party, it's okay. Although maybe I should have cast the Holy too. So there's a lot of expression involved in the deck building games in the sense that you are making your own deck. The problem with most of these games is that they're not very interactive. I mean, you're building your own deck, and eventually the cards you have are, well, they score you points in a certain way, and you can't really you can't influence the other player's economy much, and it's a good thing too because when you screw around with somebody else's buying power, it's really annoying. I mean, if you play Magic the Gathering, you have like land destruction, and I have to admit, I kind of enjoy playing land destruction decks, but no, it's not fun on the receiving end. You want to do your own thing, and getting in the way of a player's expression is a taboo, and I see less and less games doing that. I mean, it's a fun idea, of course, like, oh, you can go after their resources, but in practice, uh, hitting the resources is a very high risk, high reward kind of play, and well, high risk, high reward kind of strategies are fine, except when they lead to non-interactive kind of playing. If you are able to destroy all your opponent's resources, they won't be able to do anything. And if you are not able to destroy their resources, then your hand, the cards you have, will usually be, crap. So, yeah, games nowadays don't let you do that. And Puzzle Strike and most deck building games also do not get too much in the way of your resources. 2,000 gold and some new armor. So now we're at 38 absorb. That's a lot. That's like in the original Final Fantasy. Yeah, that's somewhere around going to the volcano. Do enemies hit harder in this game? Not really. So yeah, the paladin is just in that sense very powerful. He can take quite a beating, but he can't do much other than that. I mean, in the original Final Fantasy, you had the fighter. He could absorb a lot and hit hard, which made him, well, he's definitely the most overpowered class in the original game. And he always gets a nerf in ROM hacks. But back to deck building games. There's a lot of fun in the expression, in the sense that you're making your own deck, usually a bit different than the last time you played. So that makes quite diverse. Yeah, let's fight them. Let's beat up the bottom one first, cast a shield. What's also fun about deck building games is the combo potential. It is fun, although it's rather solitary, but it is fun to buy the right cards you have in the bank that work together well and do outrageous things. Interactivity in deck building games is rather low. Like I said, you don't want to mess around with their ability to buy because that's nasty. But also, it's kind of hard to implement interactivity when it comes to play cards. Now, like Dominion has red cards, the curses, and you can counter them with some other cards. But since Dominion usually has a rather limited pool of cards to play with, the interactivity is rather low. And some games like Ascension or you kind of the interactivity is usually buying cards away from your opponent, kind of like hate drafting, which isn't that interactive, if you ask me. I kind of like what Star Realm does. You can destroy your opponent's bases. But anyhow, Puzzle Strike is by far the most interactive of the um, trade card games that I know of, and I look at a lot of them. Whenever there's a new one, I check it out. Every time, hoping to find a game that's better than Puzzle Strike, but I haven't found that one yet. I thought Dominion was cute when I first saw it. I definitely saw potential. Then there was Ascension, and I thought to myself, oh, this is better. And I liked the idea that you didn't have to buy boosters all the time, like with Magic. But only a year later there was Puzzle Strike, and I think that was 2010 or 11. And since then, I haven't found anything that came even close. No. So we have 3.5 more minutes to get back to town and talk more Puzzle Strike. So I usually tell people there are 3 unique selling points to Puzzle Strike. First of all, the expression is even more profound because at the beginning of the game, like Street Fighter, you choose a character. Now your deck starts with 10 cards, 6 of them are money, but 3 of them are unique character cards that, well, influence your playstyle a lot. You're going to have an aggressive character or a defensive character or a character that likes to make combos. Those are the 3 main ones, and mixes of that. There's this one guy, he, he can change time. There's this robot who, I'll spell beta, he has this quirky counterattack way of playing. So, no, he will not level up. My favorite character in Puzzle Strike is Trock, who has a card called The Beast is Unleashed, and basically meaning that when he's close to death, he gets stronger. And I think that's very exciting, trying to stay alive while under the pressure of dying, but being stronger that way. What am I trying? Yeah, I'm going to sell this and sell some armor. Maybe we'll get enough money to get an iron hammer. I have to focus for a second. We do not have access to level 4 spells, but we will, and level 4 spell would be nice, like heal 2, especially against Astos. And if I recall correctly, these spells are, they're 3,000. I could save up for that. Now, how expensive is an iron hammer? 800. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to give it to the clerk. Now, what are we going to do? Let's check out the paladin first. Now, he was at 1422, right? Yeah. Equip it, and now we're at 2034. This is going to be a nice boost. But I can maybe give it to my clerk and get 32. No, not even close. So now there's a question. This is 28 plus 16. It's 44. All right. Now, what if I were to give this to him and give this to him? 40 plus 12, 52. Now, then there's also armor to take into account. Yeah, let's have some fun with the iron hammer in the paladin's hand for now. And, oh, I didn't get through all the 3 unique selling points of Puzzle Strike because we're running out of time. I did go to the end, right? Yeah. Let me just highlight this one more time then. In Puzzle Strike, there are 20 characters total, and it's a lot of fun mastering one character. And I've played the game for 4 or 5 years now. There's still a couple characters I haven't mastered yet, and that's also part of the fun. Owning a character, getting better and better. I'm going to make this 4. Am I going to make it? No. Okay, see you next time.